Sometimes I think that being frugal is misunderstood. You scrimp and save to do what? What's the point of being frugal at all? I have covered that on my channel before, and I definitely talked about what happens when you have all of your financial ducks in a row in this video right here. It's on my second channel, and I'll leave it down below because I feel like it's a really important topic. The idea for this video today stemmed from this comment that I got on a recent video that I made called like 58 things I didn't buy. And I think I was really misunderstood by this person, and let's dive into a few issues, specific issues that this person brought up. So first of all, how I put endless energy into nickel and diming everything in my life instead of just living so I can pay off my house and do what? Die? Not quite. So I can retire early and nickel and dime full-time. What a waste. What I would like to do today is give you 10 things that I 100% splurge on, things I spend money on, because I am obsessed with money and things, which is another thing this comment said. So here we go. 10 things Christine splurges on, spends money on. If you are nosy and you wanna know all of the things that I spend my money on, gladly smash the thumbs up button for the algorithm and let's get started. Number one, welcome to my echoey bathroom, is mascara. I don't wear a lot of makeup, but one thing I do wear is black mascara, and I am beyond sick and tired of the dry, flaky, doesn't cover well mascara. So yeah, I splurge on my mascara. I am currently using the Too Faced Better Than Sex black mascara, and I switch back and forth between this one and the Dior Iconic Curl Show. I'm having a harder time finding that one, but these tubes of mascara are $29 each. That is a lot more than CoverGirl or Elf or Maybelline, or I don't even know what other kinds they are. But I love these so much. They work really well, they cover really nicely, they go on my lashes like butter, that I am willing to pay the $30 for a really nice quality mascara. I feel like a lot of things in this list are gonna be fitness related because it is something that's super important to me. So if you're a runner or a legit exerciser, weightlifter, cyclist, whatever it is, please go to a running store, get your foot fitted for the right running shoe for you, and invest in your running shoes. If you want your feet to be happy, your knees to be happy, your hips to be happy, you need to be wearing shoes designed for running, or in this case, weightlifting. These are my weightlifting shoes. I frequently have people ask what my recommendations are for running shoes, and I can give you my favorite brand is Brooks. My favorite shoe from Brooks is the Brooks Ghost. I have been wearing the Ghost for 12 years. Here's the previous model, here's this model. I am also a fan of the Pure Flow if you want a more minimal racing lighter shoe, but everyone's foot is different. So you need to go to the store and figure out which one works for you. I spend money on bikes. This is my road bike. I got this for Christmas in 2016. So this is about 5 years old now, and I love it. We did get a deal on it, but these are not cheap. A beginner road bike is probably $500, and this one was a lot more than that. I am using it for my big bike race. It's called Lotaja. I've been training for it all summer. By the time you see this video, I will have already done the race. I've done an Ironman with this bike. I also have a mountain bike that I picked up a year and a half ago. I am one of the coaches on my boys' mountain bike team. I am not great at mountain biking yet, but I am trying to get better. Mountain bikes and road bikes for that matter can go up to $10,000, $15,000 easily. So we don't go nuts, but we definitely get a nice quality bike. And going along with the bikes, I also have an indoor bike. Huge thanks to Equinox Plus for sponsoring today's video and hooking me up with the SoulCycle at-home bike. Obviously, when I have the choice, I will choose to ride any of my variety of bikes outside on the road or on the mountain. But because I live in Idaho, there is a huge chunk of the year where I cannot be outside. And so when that happens, I love to be able to take my cycling workouts
inside. And the SoulCycle at-home bike helps me do that. What's unique about SoulCycle is that the classes are driven by the beat of the music and not necessarily metrics, which make the classes really fun. So it's kind of like having like party on the bike. There are so many on-demand classes, live classes. I can filter by music genre, instructor, class length, which is my favorite way of doing it, and then ride whenever I have the time to do so. So I can fit it into my schedule whenever that makes sense. Okay, but there's actually more than just the unlimited access to the SoulCycle rides. The at-home bike membership gives me access to classes from more brands through the Equinox Plus app. So I can box with Rumble, recover with TB12, meditate with Headstrong, shake with Solid Core, flow with Pure Yoga, and more. Basically, whatever it is that you want to do that day, you can find it. So are you ready for the best part? You can get your own SoulCycle at-home bike in 1 to 3 weeks, guaranteed. And with the financing options available, you can get the bike on your terms. You can pay for it up front, or you can pay a monthly fee, whatever fits into your budget and lifestyle. Get your SoulCycle at-home bike today by visiting mysoulcyclebike.com/FFM. Use the promo code FFM to get a complimentary pair of cycling shoes with the purchase of your SoulCycle at-home bike. mysoulcyclebike.com/FFM, promo code FFM. First link down in the doobly-doo. Huge thanks to Equinox Plus, and let's get back to the rest of the things I like to splurge on.
Next is workout clothes. I warned you there would be a lot of fitnessy things in here. When it comes to workout clothes, I am a big fan of performance. And if it does not perform, I don't want it. And for a very, very long time, the running shorts I picked up were like your Under Armour, your Nike shorts for about $30 each. Here's the deal. I recently splurged. Yeah, you see that? Lululemon running shorts. And they are better than all of the other ones. They are the most flattering, the most breathable, they move the best, and they're gonna last the longest. Are they a really, really pretty penny? Heck yes, they are. Worth every penny. The same with my leggings. I am so picky about my workout leggings. I have to feel confident. They have to be flattering, and every single pair I wear has to be squat proof, because when you do CrossFit, every day is squat day. I'll leave a few of my favorites down below. Sports bras is another one. I'm pretty picky about the sports bras as well. If it does not serve me in my workouts, to me it's worthless. Even if it's $20, and if it doesn't work and I never reach for it, what a waste of $20. I would rather spend the $50 for these that I reach for every time because I love them so much. As I was compiling this list, I realized that most of my items were fitness workout items. So I reached out to some people that know me and I was like, hey, what do you think I spend money on? Like, what do you think I splurge on? So Dave says that I spend money or splurge on food. And I was like, I don't know that I agree with that, because like you can obviously see on my channel, I have a ton of videos on clearance shopping, saving money on groceries. And yes, I still do all of those things. But what he mentioned is when it comes to the things I really, really like, I will buy it. His two things that he listed was desserts and French fries. May be true, because I do buy specialty ingredients to make certain desserts. And the few times we do go out to eat, there's this one restaurant that has a French fry platter, 5 different types of French fries. It's like a trough of French fries. I will splurge on the $7 to try all of the fries. What can I say? I just love all the carbs. I definitely spend money on good service. And let me break that down a little bit. I feel like this is so important. If you're gonna go out to eat and you have a server who does a good job, for the love, please tip them. That is something that I feel like I'm pretty good at. I'm a generous tipper. I did work as a waitress. There is a time and a place to save a buck. Tipping people, whether it's the person who cuts your hair or does your nails or brings you your food at a restaurant, this is not the place to save a buck. Let's try and be generous to these people for providing you with a good experience. The second part to this is, let's call it handymen or professionals that do a job. And while Dave and I are huge fans of DIY and fixing things ourselves, sometimes it is worth every stinking penny to hire a professional. We were redoing the lights in our basement. We couldn't figure out how to do one room because of like where the air vents were. Like we couldn't figure out how to run the wires. So I hired a handyman to come and do the lights in the bedrooms downstairs. What a brilliant idea. Dave was able to watch and learn a lot of stuff. And I really enjoy being able to support local small businesses for things like that. I will definitely spend money to have my kids experience team sports, music lessons, gymnastics, art classes. I want my kids to try a bunch of different things, find something that they love and that they feel confident and competent in. My kids are involved in a wide variety of things, from volleyball and tennis to mountain bike to piano and gymnastics, yearbook, school trips and church youth groups and all these kinds of things. And I want them to be able to have those experiences. I think you learn so much being part of team sports, challenging yourself, dedication, discipline. I just find it hugely beneficial for kids, and I love going to their events and cheering for them. Mattresses and sheets. You spend so much time in your bed sleeping. It should be a third of your life, like 8 hours a night, that I feel like investing in your mattress is a really big deal. I've tried to get all my kids like pretty good mattresses, and as soon as Dave and I could afford one, we purchased a really nice mattress for ourselves. Very early on in our marriage, we just got this new Helix mattress pretty recently. It is working super nice for us, and these sheets that we have, these Brooklinen sheets, are like so soft and luxurious that I do not regret any of this at all, especially this like adjustable base where the head comes up, the feet come up, it massages. It's pretty fun. If you find that you wake up in the morning and your back is hurting or things like that, number one, you're probably old like me, and number two, you might need to change out your mattress for something a little more supportive. This video would not be complete without one of my favorite kitchen appliances, and that is my Bosch mixer. I feel like some kitchen appliances are expensive and an investment into your kitchen and are awesome, and you should definitely do it. I got this for my wedding, and the first couple of years I didn't know what to do with it because my mom never had a mixer. So I was like, what am I supposed to do with a mixer? Like, what do you do with this thing? Don't laugh at me, but there was a Bosch mixer class that I went to, I think when Dave and I had been married for a year or something, and they did a demo, like a cooking demo of all the things you could do with the Bosch mixer, and I left that class inspired, rejuvenated, and it has been my favorite kitchen appliance ever since. And my very close second is going to be my Cuisinart food processor.
And what do we got on this thing, a Cuisinart?
A food processor, like a really nice one, is going to also be a pretty penny. I didn't have one until I think I bought it a year ago. I love it. And if you get a good one, my stepmom has had her Cuisinart for 20 plus years. Like, they will last forever. I would consider it an investment into your kitchen instead of like a frivolous purchase. We usually invest in family relationships. And I know that sounds weird, so let me explain what I mean by that. Now, I'm not saying we just like do family vacations that cost a lot of money, but what I mean is when we have time in our schedule for a trip, or like there's a Thanksgiving, there's a Christmas, there's a long weekend or something like that, we make it a priority to spend time with our family members to continue to develop relationships. So when we have time, we go and visit my parents, Dave's parents, his siblings, my siblings. We get the cousins together to play. And that could look like a family reunion. It could look like a camping trip. It could just be running to someone's house for a long weekend and spending time together, doing really simple things like hiking. Now, it does cost a little bit of money if you're gonna be driving, like gas, and maybe if you have to fly, airplane tickets and things like that, but it doesn't have to be super expensive. So to sum up, yeah, I am frugal in a lot of areas of my life. What I choose to do is be frugal in certain things so that my family can do other things with that money. It's not like I don't spend money on anything ever. It's just that I don't want to spend it on going out to eat all the time, so I can put my kids in activities so they can gain some awesome experiences. Like I said in the video on my other channel, if you have all of your buckets full of all of your financial goals, you're saving this much over here, all of your bills are paid, you're investing this much over here, and you have extra, spend it on whatever you want. And for some people, it's gonna be vacations, and for some people, it's gonna be Starbucks, and for some people, it's gonna be awesome, fancy new cars. It doesn't matter what you spend it on as long as you don't scrimp and save just for the sake of scrimping and saving and never enjoying anything. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had fun making it. I hope you had fun watching it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.